Lamaism is the Buddhism practiced in Tibet. This type of Buddhism is the Indian Mahayana Buddhism, intermingled with elements of Asian Tibetan religions. Lamaism came from the Tibetan character Han, a character which means high person. High person indicates great stature in the Buddhist religion, a noble man of much wisdom and good works, standing higher than all others. Therefore, a high person, a Tibetan Buddhist Lama, is like the abbot in Chinese Buddhism. Abbots are the monks' instructors, and they're really teachers. They pass on their wisdom in the same way as any other type of teacher. Tibetans don't use the term lamas. They say Chek Kayer, Chi Chus, or sometimes Nanchus. That means the holy teachers, the teachers of Buddha. Lamism developed in Tibet in the Tang dynasty.
No, just good food for thought, man. I appreciate that it's just small business, man. Small businesses have to you have to be spoiled and you have to be greedy. I'm not saying this negatively, guys.
No, I know.
And you have to be agile enough to be able to surf any wave that comes your way, because you're small.
Yeah.
You can't create a wave.
Going into the Wanamaker building and seeing like what's happening to that, like the Macy's closing down and everything, it's like that type of shopping is dead. You go to the King of Prussia Mall, you go to Nordstrom, you go to Lord and Taylor closed down out there. Like nobody likes shopping in that way anymore, which is crazy. And maybe it's a pendulum, and maybe it'll swing back, but like.
Well, have we ever had the internet the way we do now?
No.
We've never had the internet. And is newspaper and periodicals and magazines, were they reaching people the way that the internet is reaching people?
No.
So I think we're in a new time.
Because, yeah, it's like then companies like that don't have to pay for the overhead, and they can just invest, $3,000 into a nice website.
Right. So let's rewind the reason we even needed a store in the first place.
Yeah.
Merchants were carrying their merchandise on caravans.
Yeah.
And then they started to group each other all in one area until those caravans became marketplaces.
Yeah.
Okay. Wanamaker was the first person to take all of these independent makers and put them all under one roof. What was he the first person? What was he the early version of?
Like an Instagram?
He was the early version of Instagram.
Yeah.
He was the early version of Etsy. He was eBay.
Yeah.
But what gave eBay, Etsy, and Instagram more power than even that is us uploading ourselves.
Yeah.
So now you can't even curate better than people uploading themselves.
Yeah.
Now the curation becomes classism. And that's what happened with people shopping at Neiman Marcus. I don't care what the brand is. If I got it from Neiman Marcus, I'm not like y'all. You're not like us. We shop at Neiman's.
Yeah.
That's the last hope for retail and physical.
Curating really good shit.
And
even you go
the status symbol,
tacky.
the status symbol of it, the classism of it. Classism in fashion is what makes fashion survive. We don't need any of this stuff.
Yeah.
We can go to Walmart right now and create a Ralph Lauren mood board right now.
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren said that's what he does.
Yeah.
So why wear Ralph Lauren and not Walmart? It's classism.
Yeah.
Why wear Balenciaga when they're gonna just give you the same thing my dad wore? They're mimicking bums right now.
Yeah.
So the psychology of what's going on is something else. And that's what sells art, and that's what sells fashion, because art and fashion are intertwined. Like time and space.
Yeah.
But we're in a different time, and that's the issue. What social media did to the marketplace is what Wanamaker did to flea markets to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't know where it goes from here, but if you can't create a class of people on your platform, you just one step outside of the battle, and that's why the Yeezy site gets what it gets, and this is why those Balenciaga sites get what they get. Those certain pages get what they get, because chasing clout is the reason behind people doing different things. or looking to be relevant or looking to be a part of a class of people, a class of understanding, a psycho demographic even. I liked it best when hip hop took the stance and said, you know what? We're going to wear Carhartt, we're going to wear Dickie, and we're just going to buy sizes that don't fit.
Yeah.
So that's the essence of what we're doing right now that fights against that beast of capitalism.
Where do you think like those like sneaker resale stores fit that have all the shoes in the plastic wrap, like the suplexes?
Well, they're gonna. Do you know why they're gonna survive more than a regular clothing? Because the idea of fake.
Because the fake.
It's hard to not buy fake online.
Yeah.
You got to be super duper good.
Yeah.
So now, for me, if I'm gonna give you this $5,000 for this regular pair of Nikes. I gotta make sure they real.
Yeah.
I gotta smell it, look at it. I gotta. People gotta see me buy them. So the social aspect.
Yeah.
That